One day, about 105 million years ago, a small herd of four-footed, plant-eating dinosaurs fled southward along an ancient shoreline. Their mortal enemy, a two-footed, meat-eating dinosaur, pursued close on their heels. The evidence of their passage was buried and turned to stone. Today, the rock lies exposed here in the bed of the Perilous River at Dinosaur Valley State Park. When the river is full and muddy after a rain, a replica of the tracks may be seen at the headquarters exhibit. It did just rain quite a bit, so hopefully we can see something. Fucking die. It's already muddy as hell.
We're going the right direction. The blind is leading the blind.
Yeah, we're gonna go across. I mean, we'll wait down here for... There's a line. Hi. Oh, there's a line.
You see the little footy prints. I also saw a big black snake in the water. But it done slithered away.
She starts complaining.
There's a snake.
I'll say, well, one of those stupid things to wear around my neck. Those are so expensive. I know. Oh, I just already asked me if you can do one of those.
There sure is a lot of snakes just slithering around in the water. Ooh. Them water snakes will give you the willies. Alright, what do we got here? This is limestone ledge, overlook, cedar break loop. So I got 5 liters of water, half a day, very little energy. We're at Dinosaur Valley State Park, just outside of Glen Rose, Texas. We saw some dinosaur tracks already, and now we're going up, up, and up. Ooh, lizard. He's posing for me. All right. I guess I should take a moment to figure out where the hell I am. There's a lot of folks out here today, so I may be a little limited in the camera setups I can do. I think we may end up having to go up and over this. I seem to remember the terrain being a little rugged out here. Definitely been some muddy trails. I was actually supposed to come out here last night, but I had some pretty gnarly weather roll through, and I decided not to torture myself. I punked out, but we're out here now, along with everybody else, on our way, I believe, to the overlook. We passed a trail that was closed. I'm a little worried it's the trail that I plan to take back. So, we'll see. Oh boy. Looks like we got stairs. Well, started way down there, and I've come around and up this big honking hill. Good thing I started this right at the heat of the day. We're up at the top of the ridge, and down there is the main track site, and then a little swimming area. So, definitely up here a ways. It's a long way down. Hiking is bullshit. I hate it. I like what hiking out into the middle of the nowhere gets you. Isolation, quiet, nature. I don't like all the work it takes to do it. And we're really not getting a lot of isolation today because everybody and their fucking mother is out here. It's a holiday weekend. So, comes with the territory. Sure is pretty. I'm hoping that we can get a little further into the park and maybe see some more nature and birds and shit. We made it to the Perilous River Scenic Overlook. Billy Paul Baker, Park Superintendent, Dinosaur Valley State Park, 1949 to 2010. This beautiful view over the Perilous River Trackway serves as a reminder of another set of important footprints that once roamed the valley. Billy Paul B.P. Baker served as superintendent of Dinosaur Valley State Park from 1980 to 2010. Billy Paul's footprints were made through years of dedication and service. Everything you see personifies Baker's efforts in transforming the park into a world-class destination for paleontologists, dinosaur enthusiasts, and generations of Texans. Whew. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. All right. All right, we've managed to get out to a farther trail, and this is about a 2-mile loop past the main overlook trail, and it's quieting down a little bit. I'm starting to see birds again, so mission accomplished. We're away. That's the good stuff. Super quiet. Ah, again, with the bug spray and the sweat in the eyes. Oh. Someday, somebody should invent a bug deterrent that doesn't inevitably end up pepper spraying me right in the fucking eyeball. But this is what I do. I walk miles and miles out into the woods to bitch and moan. I don't know where I'm hearing a car. I didn't see any roads. This is where they keep the T-Rex. And there might be velociraptors here. This is not my first time at Dinosaur Valley State Park. I came out here for one of my first big camping trips, I believe, in Cub Scouts when I was a very small, wee little lad, back when I was still cute and adorable. And I remember it very vividly because it was July and it was absolutely miserably hot. But I remember seeing the dinosaur tracks, and I remember it being the very first time, at least in my memory, that I saw deer in the wild. And if I remember correctly, it was at night. And I remember being very stricken by the elegant grace of that deer and just about every deer I've seen ever since. Look at the pretty flowers and all the flutterbys. Trying to decide what I want to do. I'm currently right here. I was initially going to go the limestone ledge trail back to the car. Now I'm thinking I may just come down here and do this and then loop back up. The problem is I don't know what condition this river crossing's in. This river crossing was good and keep my feet dry. This river crossing may be a little trickier. I guess we'll wander down to the river and scope it out. I really don't want to have to take my shoes off, and I really don't want to traipse through it like I did at Pedernales recently. Walking home with squishy shoes. It's not fun. And of course, limestone ledge looks rocky as hell. Little creek that flows into the Paluxy. Some ominous clouds. Dumbass McGillicuddy here didn't check the weather report for today. Last I saw, it was mostly sunny. Mostly. I think if you keep going up this trail, you eventually hit the primitive backpacking campsites. This is going to take us out to the river and kind of the main part of the park. Nice creek. That's pretty. Sorry.
Hey,
I think I saw a painted bunting.
yeah. You find something?
Yeah, it's a painted bunting, a real colorful bird.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
This guy's a little wobbly. This one right here, right foot.
Oh, yeah. We'll try not to die. It's real adventure and excitement.
There's some wobbly ones up here.
Oh boy. So far so good.
See my left foot?
Oh yeah. Danger, danger. Damn it. And I still got my feet a little wet. Danger, excitement. You got the obligatory map breakdown. Came in down here. Stopped at the gift shop. Drove around the campsites. Came and parked here. Saw some snakes. Came up here. Up this guy. Hooked a ride on this one. Looped around this. Came down here. Went through here, through the creek, and then crossed the Paluxy River quite dangerously. Now I think we're going to cut across the park. Maybe check out the primitive campsites. And then come back up here to the car. And I think we'll call it a day. I think, oh, cool. These woods hold a secret. From 1920 to 1933, Prohibition banned alcohol in the United States. Moonshine, or illegal whiskey, became a source of income for many during this time. The ash juniper forests that you see now once hid stills used to make moonshine. Spring-fed rivers and streams provided one of the main ingredients, water. The nearby town of Glen Rose was so successful at producing moonshine that it earned the nickname Moonshine Capital of Texas. I got moonshiners and bootleggers in my family. This is the east trailhead where you park for going to the backpacking primitive sites. The regular campsites are further down that road, the drive-up ones. I'm gonna follow this trail, the Monarch Trail. I am a beautiful butterfly. We'll go look at the dinosaurs.
How does eating plants keep this thing alive?
Very deceptive. Bark, bark, bark. It's a little intimidating. Me, 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 me. Ooh, we could go ride a horsey. I would never do that to a horse. Of course, of course. All right. Okay. I don't know if you can make it out on my camera, but this is the ballroom track site, and there's a bunch of tracks kind of on the other side. This is where I was supposed to have stayed last night. Yeah. This was where I was going to spend the night, but punked out. See the river right down there. Maybe next time. This is 68 in the Sycamore Primitive Campsite, formerly known as the South Primitive Sites, I think. It's the farthest out. Does have a fire ring. Could have had a fire if I brought my own wood. To lug it about 3/4 of a mile. But can't stay here tonight, so we're gonna shove off and head back to the car and call it a day and head back to home base. We are a little ways outside of Meridian, Texas, and I found a historical marker, so we're going to check it out. Gary Cemetery. South Carolina natives William and Rutha Gary migrated west with their family and by 1852 settled in this area, then part of McLennan County, in 1854. When Bosque County was formed, William Gary was chosen as one of 5 county commissioners. 5 Gary family members were among the voters in the first county election. William Gary died in 1855, followed by Rutha in 1868. Their graves formed the nucleus of this cemetery that grew slowly over the next 60 years. About 35 graves are marked, 24 more stones are not inscribed. The last burial occurred in 1932. So, I guess it's a cemetery back up in here. Election Oak, one of 3 polling places and first election held after Bosque County was organized in 1854. Of 21 votes cast on that occasion, August 7th, 1854, in county, 17 were polled under this tree. J.K. Helton was election judge. So I guess one of these trees over here is where they had the election. Officials elected were L.H. Scrutchfield, great name, Judge, P. Bryant, Sheriff, Jasper N. Maybray, Clerk, Isaac Gary, Assessor-Collector, Archibald Kell, Treasurer. In later years, Bosque County Old Settlers Association used this site for reunions by the courtesy of Tom M. Poole, owner of the land. Site was known locally as Poole Park. Alright, so there you go. It's where the dead people are and where the people voted.